Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming by. This is going to be a little different of a video because I got some ranting to do. I don't think I've ever done a rant on this channel, but it's time to rant because I'm supposed to be here to show you all the awesome things I got from Record Store Day, drop number 2, which just happened this past weekend, September 20, whatever the hell it was. This year, Record Store Day was broken up into 3 events to help cope with the COVID thing and all that. First event, second event was last weekend. Third event will be in October. And I'm getting a little perturbed by what's been going on with Record Store Day. This whole thing conceived to help the brick and mortar record store, tiny guy, little record store guys, get customers back into their business, sell records like the old days, a celebration of the wax, of the vinyl, of the music, getting people in the stores, getting people talking. Yet, punishment they continue to bestow upon those of us in certain towns, and especially here in Canada, it seems. Now, do you guys recall what I picked up Record Store Day, the first drop? Nothing. They had nothing. I live in a medium-sized town. I mean, it's nothing huge. It's not a giant city, but it's fairly, we got stuff. We have 2 record stores that participate in Record Store Day. The first drop, neither of them got nearly anything. And one of the stores plays hot and loose with their opening times, which doesn't help either. For this second time, I almost convinced myself I wasn't even going to bother. I'm like, why is it worth the heartache of going out, waiting in line, and getting nothing? But I couldn't help myself. There were pieces on the list that I just wanted to get. And why not? Why are we not entitled to get them? Well, it turns out I got to my record. So I called up my record store the night before. I said, what time are you going to be open? And he said, look, things had to get pushed back a little bit, so we're not going to be open till 10. Line up at 9:30. That's pretty good. At least it gives me time. So I'll do that. I'll hit you guys first. And I'll follow your advice. Line up at 9:30. But, see, I was thinking, because last time there was a big lineup, so I was going to yard sale my way up to that store. I got there 10 after 9. I'm going to be way ahead of the game. Not opening till 10. I'm going to suffer waiting in line, but it's worth it if I get these things. I get there 10 after 9. There's about 5 people already there. So I'm like, that's weird. I thought the lineup was supposed to start at 9:30. Guess not. Other people were just as smart as me. And within around 10 minutes, the store owner comes by and he's like, oh, great, good to see you guys. Give me a couple of minutes and we'll open the doors and let you in. Well, at 20 after 9, I'm like, yeah, we talked on the phone. You said 10 o'clock was the opening. Imagine if I'd have taken his advice and just showed up at opening. And to learn they've been open for 40 minutes. That would have been make me even more furious. However, I take it in stride, only 5 guys ahead of me. And he goes down the line. He's not making us wait. He goes down the line. He asks, what do you want? I'll tell you if we got it. Yes, those guys, that person, and I can hear some of the people ahead of me were wanting the stuff I was looking for. He's a merp, 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 merp. Gets to me, and he's got a little post-it note. It's like the size of your hand. And he just read me off the pieces that he managed to get in. He could fit it all on one post-it note. It's like, we only got this, 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 and this. And I'm like, well, that's not even close to any kind of chance of me getting anything. It's like, that's the allotment we got. The one store in my town. Actually, there is a second store, but admittedly, he was unable to get on top of things to get his orders in because he was dealing with a family crisis. I understand. That's fine. Should have been a huge allotment at the other store. Nothing. Nothing. So I'm kind of frustrated. I don't know what the whole point of this record store day is. Is it to punish us? Punish the record store, the record buyer? I think that must be it, right? Punish the store? Because all it's teaching me is to not go to that store, be upset with that store, and to, I don't know, if I'm going to continue this thing, I have to go to another town, not go to my small, locally owned store, which is the whole concept of this record store day. The people in charge of handing out the allotments got to get on board with helping out the little guys that you supposedly, were there to protect. It's not just, California and New York City that get all of the units. Spread it out. One of my biggest thing I wanted to pick up was Jerry Garcia. It was a greatest hits kind of box set, 5 discs in there. I found out, even though they pressed off 4,000 of them, none came to Canada. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyways, I'm not going to go on any further. That's my thought of this record store day thing. I think it's a massive failure at this point, unless you're a huge vinyl distributor, like a huge store in a huge urban center, which I don't know if they're the guys that really needed the help. Disaster. Anyways, I'm going to get this video going, but I'm actually going to show you my consolation that I just went home and looked through my own shelves, and even though this is not what I managed to pick up on record store day, it's what I already had and may soothe my wounds by letting me see what I've already had, which, maybe I really don't need the record store day crap. Maybe I bought into the hype a bit too much. Maybe it's time to step back and just drop the needle on what we got. So, like I said, I'll start off with the Jerry Garcia thing. So frustrating. So I didn't get the Jerry Garcia thing. I even called around, right? Because I was unaware that all 4,000 pieces weren't coming to Canada. Hey, I got lots of Grateful Dead. Tons of Grateful Dead on my shelves. I love Grateful Dead. I, to be honest with you, have no solo Jerry Garcia releases. I'm just going through the Rolodex in my head. I'm pretty sure this would have been my first one. It was an awesome box set. One of the discs, the whole other side was a blank side with an etching of Jerry's famous hand. Anyways, I don't need that because I got my own Grateful Dead. I got tons of Grateful Dead. So I'm going to pick out as my consolation to that, and some of you might scoff at this, but I don't care. I got some Terrapin Station right here. That Grateful Dead. Look at that. There's freaking turtles on this cover. You can't beat turtles. Terrapin. This is pretty good stuff, too. You got the God Shows are still here. Donna and Keith are still in the band. You got your Estimated Prophet, Samson and Delilah. I mean, this is a funky, get your hips moving kind of record right here. This is good stuff. Got turtles. Can't go wrong with turtles, right? So I'm going to soothe my wound with that. So screw you, big 5-disc box set, which probably would have been way too expensive anyways. I'm going to play with my turtles. The next thing on my list for Record Store Day, Part 2, was, and this is normally a pickup for me on Record Store Day, isn't the Allman Brothers release. They were going to pump out Allman Brothers Live Fillmore West, which would have been interesting. Didn't have it, even though they pressed, I think, 7,000 copies of these. We couldn't get a copy. Can't get a copy. So, whatever, at home, and I'm hesitant to show this because this is a former Record Store Day purchase. I shouldn't be showing any Record Store Day stuff. But here it is, the Allman Brothers Band at the Beacon. That's a great live album right there. What year was that out for? 10 tracks from the 2 CD live release. That's produced by Warren Haynes, who he played with the Almonds. But here we're talking Dickie Betts time. Look at that lineup there. I don't know if is that going to focus. Side C, in memory of Elizabeth Reed, the Dickie Betts magnum opus, and side 2, Jessica, which might be my favorite Allman Brothers song. I don't know, I love it. I pick up the guitar and I can just strum the G chord the entire time through that song and feel like $1,000,000. And whip and post all on one side. That is going to soothe my wounds. No, I don't get the Allman Brothers live at Fillmore West, but give me more chance to listen to this. So eat it, Record Store Day. I'm going to listen to my Live at the Beacon. Third choice was kind of a surprise when I saw it on the list. You know, if you guys have watched the Vinyl Show at all, or that's on this channel, any other music stuff I talk about, you know, I've talked about it when I show the Woodstock album, how big a fan I am of Melanie. She lit it up at Woodstock, got up on that stage, just her and her guitar, belting out Beautiful People to that massive crowd. You got your Hendrix, you got The Who, Crosby, Stills, Nash, Joan Baez, Sebastian, you know, Country Joe, they're all there. And there's this young Melanie up on stage wailing away. Yeah, Jimmy can wail on the guitar. She was wailing away with her voice. She's just a wailer. She is so good. And so for this Record Store Day, they put out a live album of hers from the 70s, I think, which I was going to get just for fun because I like Melanie. Obviously, that wasn't there. I think it had a pretty short run. I don't remember how many, 3,000, 2,000 units, something. Not getting it. No matter. I am going to sit back and enjoy my copy of Melanie in her heyday right here. This is Melanie on Buddha Records. Right there. This is the one to get for sure. It's got an amazing track list there. If I can get it in. All her big hits. Beautiful People. I'm Back in Town. Soul Sister Annie is a showstopper. It is so good and sounds so good on this record. It's got this bass that is so funky and driving and just puts you in your seat. Really good. So Melanie from, I don't know what year this is. It's early though. It's got to be like 71, something like that. Melanie Safka. Check her out. She can wail. So I'm going to soothe my wounds with that. Now, I guess the last one, it's not a big, this not a big closer or anything. This was, I thought, going to be the gimme. They were releasing the Paul McCartney album, re-release of his original album, and it was some kind of half-speed master or something. But, I mean, they were doing tons of units of it. At least 7,000. I thought that's going to be a gimme. That's going to be all over the place. Nope. Of course not. So, screw you, Record Store Day. I'm going to go back and enjoy my own Paul McCartney because I'm going to tug it with the Tug of War. Paul McCartney, Tug of War. Look at that right there. There's your track listing. It's got lots of good stuff. Ebony and Ivory. Come on. We need more of that nowadays, guys. We need more Ebony and Ivory. This is from, what's this, 71? No. What am I saying, 71? This is from 82. George Martin produced. And check this out. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Mixed digitally in 82, which how they do, I didn't even think that was possible in 82. Photographs by Linder, of course, lovely Linder making the photos on there. Paul McCartney. So screw you, Record Store Day. I'm just going to listen to my own Paul McCartney and not even think about what I could have got. So whatever, I can deal. Can you deal? you don't got me, and I'm creating this propaganda film to stop people from patronizing Record Store Day. Not really, but it's so frustrating, guys. Do you get me? Do you get what I'm saying? I know I'm not a very good orator. I can't bring my expressions across as well as other people, but man, it's frustrating. I just want to support the cause. I want to get the new music. Now, because Record Store Day, to me, that's a treat for me. I don't know if you've watched our record shows. Happen weekly on this channel, by the way. I'm a used record collector. I buy used. I don't buy new. I don't buy new. I don't buy retail on records. I like finding the old. I like digging through an old milk crate. Finding someone's, old ottoman. You know those ottomans where you lift up the lid and it's all full of records? That's a gold mine to me. I'd rather do that than look through brand new records any day. So Record Store Day is really my only chance of the year that I treat myself to brand new wax. Well, other than my Third Man Record stuff that comes in from the vault. So it's a little bit of a kick in the pants when I don't get to participate in the Record Store Day. And, they trick me into lining up, wasting my time. My time is valuable. I could be spending it on camera talking to you guys. However, that's it. That's my Record Store Day tale of hosiery for this video. Sorry if it's not some exciting piece of live music or something. I just wanted to get that off my chest and talk to you guys about records. Why not? Let's get it going. So thanks so much, guys. Hit the subscribe, same as ever. Hit the subscribe. Once you do that, you gotta hit the bell. The little bell shows up, you hit that, and then you get to see all the exciting stuff that's coming on, like the live vinyl show we do here with other people. We talk about our vinyl collections. You can call into that one. You can join us in the chat. It's all good stuff. And lots more stuff coming on the channel. So thank you. I'm going to put on one of my consolation records right now, maybe. Yeah. Okay. See ya.